Namaste, Didi Bye. Matimilay Maya Garchu. Yes, hopefully I said that right. Thank you, Eagle from production. Many thanks. Another day, another slay. These teams need a lot of slaying to happen inside the battlefield. So welcome again to day number 3, week 2 of the playoffs. This is Clash of Giants Pro Series Season 2 by Ruthless Hype Esports. My name is Red Queen, together with Sir Cloud, who is actually flying to China. Yes, for the Asian Games. Can you imagine? That's so crazy.
Wow, and Red Queen is flying to the States for a holiday. That's crazy as well. I mean, it is the States, right? It's like 15 hours away. But you got to translate to us what you just said. Okay, I recognize Namaste. That's basically greetings in Hindi. What's the others?
Okay, so, Ego? No, Didi is elder sister, Bai is an older brother, and then what else did I say? Maya Garchu actually means thank you.
So greetings.
I learned something today.
Oh,
I love you as well. I love you. Maya Garchu is I love you.
So it's greetings, brothers and sisters. I love you.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's nice. That's nice. That's what happens if you're flying to the States. So,
I'm not as lucky as you are, Sir Cloud. And can you imagine? Asian Games, ladies and gents. Sir Cloud will be casting PUBG Mobile in China. Mind blown.
oh, I mean, my mind is blown as well. Of course, my mind will be blown even further. The fact that we will see some of the best teams today as well. And over the course of at least because we're talking about week 2, right? Day 1, day 2, there seems to be a little bit of a power shift. Like RRQ came up yesterday. But before we go on to the details, let's have a little bit of a recap on our tournament format. So today's the 27th of September. So we're in the middle of week number 2. After today, it's going to be 2 more days and we will lock in our 16 teams who will play in the grand finals.
Yes, can't believe that we are already halfway through the playoffs, and then everything will be determined just who will play for the grand finals. But of course, we also need to tell you guys what are these teams fighting for exactly. So the prize pool actually is $10,000 and it's divided into 2. Playoffs is $2,000 and for the grand finals, of course, that is the majority, $8,000 and the first placer will receive the lion's share, which is $3,500. Not to mention, we also have some individual prizes, which is the team with most elimination. We also got some team deathmatch happening and fan favorite team, and the MVP that will receive a total of $200 as well.
Yes, and the point system, so it's gonna be the same. We repeat this every day. You've seen it, you know it by heart now. Chicken Dinner will receive 10 points and it dwindles down to 1 point at 8th place. But if you go any further than that, then won't be any placement points at all. And here are our weekly bonus points structure. So the weekly bonus points will be awarded based on the placements every week, and we will total up the bonus points, and that will be the initial starting point in the grand final for the teams that qualified to that stage.
Yes, it's really great to have this bonus points, right? It can help you actually whatever your position in the overall rank is. But of course, this is not a guarantee that this can help you win, right? Or you will win this pro series. But of course, you need to be able to familiarize yourself on how Ruthless Hype Esports is actually giving away the points and the bonus points as well.
Yes, so keep your eye on this for this week because that will also determine what will be the points starting next week for some of your favorite teams if they qualify. Of course, this will be the week for them to really push in and put on the numbers. That's why we can see there's some interesting shift, like RRQ, for example. They did well yesterday, so they put themselves up there. Now it's a question of whether they can maintain or not. But here are our participating teams just to refresh everyone on the group.
Yes, sir. Coming from Group A, of course, BIGETRON Red Villains, The Savior, T2K, RQ, XERXIA, YOODO Alliance, Genesis, and Hail.
Yes, we'll be starting off with Group A and Group B.
Group B.
And yeah, Group A and Group B as a start. As usual, the rotation is going to be the same, and then it's going to be A and C, and then it will be B and C. And then we'll re-rotate the group for the final 3 games. But also to remind everyone, currently our MVP top number 1 is Lapa from BIGETRON Red Villains with a superb performance, especially from day 1.
Yes, I mean, BIGETRON Red Villains did win during day 2. Was that day 2 of the week 3 winner chicken dinners for the team? And they won this one without even the magic coming from Satar. So hopefully they can continue on playing at that kind of level. But when it comes to the road to MVP, okay, before it was Coops and then it was T24, but right now it's Lapar. Oh, there's also East 922 of 4 Miracle Vibes, but they've had quite a slowdown for week 2.
Yeah, for Miracle Vibes, not their usual sort of performance. So if they really want to catch back that number 1 spot, if it still matters for them, then I guess today will be the day that they must do it, because by today, every team has about 12 more games to go. But it's nice to see a good mix here of players from different teams on the journey to the road to MVP. We got a representative from NIGMA Galaxy, Kagendra, RRQ, as well as CMFgSM. But that is the MVP stats. Here are our overall fragger stats.
Yes, sir. And then Lapar still, of course, leading the charge with 25, Coops with 22, Nerpeco coming from RRQ. Ooh, great performance yesterday. Kagendra 0 and NIGMA Galaxy, which is Lord.
Yes, so as we can see here, the gap, it's not that far. Of course, if we look at Lapa to Coops, it's like 3, and then Coops to Nerpeco is like 4. That can be overtaken in 1 round, and then Nerpeco 0 is the same, and 0 and Lord is just 1. But all these players, they have been amazing. We've seen them showing up a lot. Coops put off an insane clutch against Hail Esports, and we had Lapa, obviously, multiple solo finishes at the end to clinch the chicken dinner for BIGETRON Red Villains. If they can continue to perform that well, then we might see some of these, or one of these, of course, will be the overall top fragger. But I would love to see someone else challenging them, just to have a good mix up there.
Oh, definitely. I mean, this is still a day for the teams to get as many points on board as possible so they can get a slot to the grand finals. I mean, I love the energy yesterday, to be honest. Lots of them really stepping up. But of course, you can already name a few of those teams that are standing out for week number 2. And just to mention, those teams are like NIGMA Galaxy, RQ, BIGETRON, and Kagendra.
Yes, so interesting names as well that they are performing, like what you can see here on screen. BIGETRON Red Villains at number 1. We had RRQ, NIGMA Galaxy, Kagendra up there as well. So the teams that had the top fraggers are also teams that are currently performing too. So the 2 teams that got 3 chicken dinners for now, BIGETRON Red Villains and RRQ, they are neck to neck with each other. About 7 points difference, and 7 points is not a lot. It only takes 1 round for the flip to happen.
Yeah, let's all put a spotlight to Sem9 as well, because they did an awesome job yesterday getting the first winner chicken dinner in the playoffs. It was a crucial moment for them as they fought with the Glue Squad during the final zone yesterday in ERANGEL. If you missed that action, oh man, too bad for you. That's all I can say.
Oh yeah, it was really exciting to see Sem9 breaking the streak of the Indonesians, because yesterday Team Indonesia, or Indonesian teams, got 5 chicken dinners, the first 5 to be exact. On the page number 2, we have CMFgSM here. They are slowly rising up as well, but let's not forget about the other teams like PERSIJA EVOS with a 5 placement leap to a number 10. But if we just put aside like the placements, just look at the total points. Their point difference like what, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. We got a lot of 1 point difference across the board. So I mean, 1 point is nothing, right? You just need that 1 round to reshuffle again the overall ranking.
Yes. Also, CMFGSM. Yes, they're obviously struggling, but we did kind of see an improvement in their performance yesterday, especially Rowdy. I mean, he is back on the road to MVP, so kudos.
Yeah, Rowdy put on a good performance yesterday as well, and again, it's because of his good performance. His team can perform, so he's quite dependent. I mean, his team is quite dependent onto his performance. So hopefully, he's able to put up a good one as well today. But then page 3, the page that nobody wants to be in, we got a couple of surprises here. XERXIA is in page 3. Big surprise. YOODO Esports, a surprise considering how they performed in the qualifiers, but they are still at page 3. And for YOODO Alliance, currently they are the only team without a double digit in the overall.
Exactly, and I don't think BN United will be joining us anymore. I think they've already, exited Clash of Giants. But let's talk about again YOODO Alliance. I mean, we've seen them have an explosive performance in their previous matches. They were able to escape the third page, but somewhere along the way, again, they dropped the ball and just really had a huge decline in terms of their performance as well. So we couldn't yet figure out what exactly they are doing wrong inside the battlefield. That's why they cannot get and really go for that chicken. I mean, we can see the effort. We can see them really trying hard, especially with the gunfights. But it seems like luck is not really on their side.
Yeah, luck is one thing, and also the fact that other teams stepping up the game. RRQ, for example. Day 1, it was BTR. Insane 3 chicken dinners. Day 2 is RRQ. And then you also got like a couple of other teams. Like AGONxI8, they came from page number 3. So they fought their way down to page number 1. So they're also one of the teams that have been performing. And naturally, if other teams perform, that will push the other teams down. So it's really up to how they can step up the game to try to equalize the, how should I put it, the power ranking amongst these teams.
Oh yeah, RQ was able to pull off 3 winner chicken dinners yesterday. Kagenja tried to do the same, but unfortunately the zone did not favor them as well, so they only went for like 2 winner chicken dinners. But if you come to think of it, right, we've seen the overall rankings combined of week 1 and week number 2. I mean, yes, it is still a huge gap, for Merkel Vibes, but just imagine if they can continue on with that kind of level. I mean, playing at that kind of level with that kind of energy, it is not impossible for these teams that are really doing okay for week number 2 to come close to 4 Miracle Vibes and even go beyond the score that they were able to put up on the board. Because for Miracle Vibes, we haven't seen them really do well for day 1 and day number 2 at least.
Unless they decide to okay, day 1, day 2, we're just gonna chill. We're gonna try to train. I know this is just my theory, right? Like they want to try to train to come back from behind. So they're leaving day 1 and day 2 to okay, we can chill, we can let it go for now. I mean, we got a lot of points in the overall anyway. So now if they want to try to train the mentality or how do they want to come back in a certain game, they can start today. So maybe we might see the best of 4 Miracle Vibes today. And if that does happen, that means that the other teams will need to be very scared.
Oh yeah, and I just wanted to show you guys that I'm dressed for the occasion, right? Because I want some action. I've been looking forward to this event especially, right? Since this morning I'm having breakfast and all I can think of is which of the 24 teams will really move up and perform for today, because this is okay, we still got 2 more days for the playoffs, and then we're gonna see just which of the 24 teams will proceed to the grand finals. Okay, so only top 16 will proceed to the grand finals, so yeah.
Yes, only top 16. But before we look at the top 16 teams playing, or maybe the first 16 teams to play, let's check out the overall MVP as of now. It is still East from 4 Miracle Vibes because of their insane performance last week. So this is including whatever stats that was collected last week, ladies and gentlemen. So because of the gap that they have, I'm not surprised that the fact that East is still up there because of how much he has collected last week.
Exactly. But I'm okay, looking at this. Okay, so it's still 4 Miracle Vibes. We still got 3 of them on the road to MVP. Of course, we've got Emo Top coming from Stalwart Esports and Zero coming from Kagendra. And again, with the kind of performance that Kagendra showed us yesterday, there is no doubt that this team is also on a mission to just really have the huge fighting willingness to get that winner chicken there out of 4 Miracle Vibes' hands.
Yeah, so not only him at least we got a couple of other team representatives as well. We got Zero, and for Kagendra, we got Top from STALWART Esports. So it looks like we're going to recap on the overall ranking as of now. So we can see here the gap between 4 Miracle Vibes as well as BIGETRON Red Villains. It's like, what, 63 points? Again, they can just skip the entire day and they will still be up there by the end of the day. Not a problem.
Yes, almost at 300 points. Oh my goodness. Followed by BIGETRON Red Villains, Kagendra, NIGMA Galaxy, MorphGTX, T2K Esports, Dewa United, and SEM9. But pretty amazed with Dewa United and SEM9 considering that they actually moved up spots just to make sure that they land at the first page. However, on the side of Stalwart Esports as well as Genesis, well, they've kind of been pushed a little bit down on the overall rankings.
Yeah, but as long as they can maintain themselves somewhere in this bracket, they should be fine. But if I were to look at the benchmark, right, like Stalwart Esports, 188 points, and as of now, we can see Hale Esports 134. So it's a gap of 54 points. It's also pretty decent at this moment. And plus, if you gotta think about it, Stalwart Esports this week, yes, it's not as explosive as last week, but it's not that bad as well. They're okay. So as long as they can maintain okay, we'll definitely see them in the next round.
Yes. So, ladies and gents, those are the top 16 currently, and we'll just have to keep a close eye on this teams as well, like Agon, CMFxGSM, Alter Ego, Eris, NB Esports, GLU Squad, Gear Alliance, D Savior, NP, and United, because this team on the bottom page, they are the ones that need to perform, that needs a little bit of aggression in terms of their gameplay strategy and performance for at least starting today if they want to make a difference and make it to the top 16.
Yeah, their bare minimum benchmark is to try to catch up onto Hale Esports. So it's about 140-ish points. With 12 more games to go, it is doable for anyone. I mean, there's still a good amount of games. But we also must consider that teams like Hale Esports can also still gain points. So it has to be a plus-minus thing to be taken into consideration. But with 12 games, yeah, to me it's still doable. Unless if you're telling me that, okay, today is the last day of the playoffs, then it's going to be a different story.
Exactly.
That they don't gain much, but at the same time, like, the teams below them cancel out each other. So in the sense of like, because we see that day 1 and day 2, they were like different teams starting to perform. So if they start to cancel out each other, and 4 Miracle Vibes will be up there and like, well, you guys can play and cancel each other. We'll be okay up here, and nobody can catch them.
Exactly. And I also would want to see YOLO again with a high energy level when it comes to the battlefield, as well as, oh no, I'm not going to see Break right now coming from BN United because they're not really joining us for the Clash of Giants. Who else do I want to see coming back at the top? Oh, yeah. Speaking of top, it's Emo Top coming from Stalwart Esports. And, of course, our giveaway coming from Ruthless Esports. But we need to hit those numbers. 30,000 is equivalent to 5 HyperX headphones, 2 AirPods for 50k, and 70k. Oh my goodness. It's an iPhone 15, but you need to follow these steps, of course. We've got the Instagram account. You need to follow that one as well. Join a Discord server, send us the screenshot, get your token number, and just wait for the live draw. Again, you need to follow the Instagram account, all right? Because that's where we will be announcing the raffle winners.
And while you guys do that, you guys of course can enjoy the show. We're gonna have SANHOK back again today, ladies and gentlemen. So it's gonna be a mix between ERANGEL and SANHOK. So I think tomorrow we're gonna get another mix of SANHOK. So keep an eye on that, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, the grouping will not change. Same A, and B is going to be the first group. AC is going to be the second group. BC is going to be the third group. And then we're going to re-rotate the group again for the second half of today. Everything else is going to be the same. But do keep your eye on SANHOK. SANHOK, very, very interesting. The last time we had a day of SANHOK, I would say we didn't get like a tough circle. It was okay-ish circle. To me, the definition of tough circle, if we can get a Camp Alpha Island circle, that is tough.
Oh man, I'm just worried about the fact that, okay, we've got SANHOK madness once again. It's non-stop action once again coming from the teams, and I just can't help but remember what happened in Paradise Resort when we had a SANHOK map in this mix. But yes, it's going to be Group A and Group B for our first match tonight.
Yes, A and B. So a little bit of team news since STALWART Esports is in Group B. So STALWART Esports unfortunately will not be able to join us today. Instead, Astra Academy, which is also STALWART Esports' coach, lineup will be replacing their slot instead. So yeah, so there's a replacement. I don't really have any information about Astra Academy, so it will be a surprise on what they can show us today. But speaking of surprises, Red Queen, come on.
Oh man, okay, alright. First map would be ERANGEL. Okay. So, hard to say, but I do believe that T2K can make a huge comeback for this. So I'm gonna be locking in T2K for our ERANGEL match. First match this evening.
Okay, I don't know. Production, can we choose Astra Academy or not? Can we? No, okay, so we can't, okay, so that's fine, So, other than that, so you got T2K there. Man. Okay, I'll go with the narrative of 4 Miracle Vibes, letting go of day 1, day 2, just so that they can try to play the comeback game. So, 4 Miracle Vibes. Buzzer.
Ooh, yep. Okay, that's exciting. But I also believe in the fact that, okay, they've become quite a target for most of the teams inside the game, right? So I don't want to say they're struggling, because again, with the number of points that they were able to put up on the board, they're pretty relaxed. We haven't really seen them play during the way that they played week 1 of the playoffs. But yes, this is we might see an explosion of energy coming from 4 Miracle Vibes. We don't know. But you know what? T2K, they haven't won their chicken dinner again yet for the playoffs. So I am looking that narrative there. So I do hope that they get this one.
Okay, yeah, T2K is interesting though. They had some good moments yesterday as well. So when a team has good moments, meaning that to me, it's a sign of like, okay, at some point they're going to score it. So the good moments, the good vibes, they'll carry on the motivation, the momentum, and at some point they will get it. But let's see if they're going to get it in this round or maybe in the following rounds. We don't know, because it's 16 teams that we need to guess. The chances is 1 to 16. It is just so hard as casted.
Honestly, yes. Well, I'm just trying to have fun and just watching these teams really perform with their awesome clutches, because I really couldn't do any of the moves that I always cast, so I'm already happy there, and just really give you guys the play-by-play and whatever it is that is happening inside ERANGEL, because we've got 4 seconds before we start our game in this El Clasico map of ERANGEL.
Yep, but here we go. ERANGEL it is, game number 1. Let's see what sort of flight path and what sort of circle will we get. So far, the circles that we've got is fairly okay. A lot of them have been in the Gatka area for the past few days, I must say. I'd like to see a challenging circle. If we can get a military base circle back again, that'll be kind of nice. It's been a while by now. But most importantly, as a start, the flight path and how will it affect these teams. I'll be looking at maybe early clash points, especially between Hail Esports and 7th Element. They always clash
Oh,
with
yeah.
this grouping.
We always open ERANGEL with 7 Element and Hail, right? But I'm also wondering if former Vibes will still drop in the military base together with was that Stalwart East? And also Boom and perhaps GLU squad might head on over to the south of Georgia Pool, so we're also looking to that location as well.
Yeah, so former Vibes, Stalwart Esports, they're not playing, so the Academy team is playing instead. I wonder where will they draw. I mean, we have absolutely no idea what sort of pattern will they be playing. But what we do know is that Circle this time is up north, centered around shooting range. So the travel up north will be really interesting. We can expect some of the key bridges to be choked by some of the teams to try to gatekeep others from coming up north. But we already got the first knock, and that's going to be Sam9. Make that first knock the first blood. RNJ taking out one member of Sun9.
Yes, sir. But it's a good thing that T2K is already there. So quite a good start for this team, for my choice of team. And as you all know, we've got 7 Element again up against Hail. NC2 currently knocked down. Divine has a handgun, and we've seen a crazy exchange, with a handgun. But unfortunately, C-Sky only from afar was able to shut down the players from 7 Element, gaining them the advantage.
Oh yeah, so Hail Esports, so far their record has been pretty nice against 7 Element. Only the start of this playoffs, it was towards 7 Element, but now it has shifted to Hail Esports. And at this moment, they are still winning the fight. Divine, Ashad, eliminated, and now they do see one person in front of them. I believe his name is Thor? Yeah, this is one of the first times that we've seen Thor, as far as I can remember.
Oh yeah. Is he the god of lightning right now for 7 Element? We'll have to check on that one, because we've got C-Sky only together with his teammate right here going in for the push. And of course, they would want to finish this one off. Come to the top of this gameplay to make sure that they eliminate 7th Element just a few minutes into the game.
Yes, that's going to be that could be a quick elimination. But T24 will respond to that, will not allow it to be as quick as he would have wanted. Nice knockdown there by T24, 2 back-to-back, and he's continuing the charge. But he has to be careful. Okay, to his right, there's NC2. Micro Uzi, with this distance, NC2 getting closer and closer. He could be the one to take down T24, but T24 has a net speed! And he will knock down NC2. But on the other end, Tiger will not allow that to happen.
Man, and they were able to win that fight with a complete set of players just when we thought 7 Element already had the advantage. But, taking down T24 from that angle was probably the essential kill that Hail Esports really needed to actually win that fight. But jumping over to GLU squad, I don't see any team that would them in this area just yet. But over to the north side of the Georgia Pool, well, those Boom Esports actually looting that area right now.
Yeah, so I think it's quite common for Boom to kind of drop in that areas, and so happen that the circle is there. I guess they'll be pretty happy that okay, yeah, they can take their time, they can chill there. But what they can do as well is that after they're done looting, they can actually go to the bridge and try to gatekeep teams from coming across. And especially another team in South Jogo Pool, that could be one of the teams that they can try to target to stop from getting up north.
Yeah, there's also the possibility that CMFxGSM would try to at least challenge up GLU squad. We also got the Savior right the southern part of the zone, and if YOODO Alliance will continue on heading towards that direction, then they would have a collision course as well with the Savior. So lots of possibilities here, but YOODO Alliance, right behind them are the players coming from 4 Miracle Vibes, coming fresh from the military base.
Yeah, so for Medical Vice military base is a common spot for them. As long as, so far, the record, as long as like YOODO Alliance doesn't try to stop them, normally other teams won't. Even for BTR that normally drops in Milta, they are normally not a bridge camping sort of team. They like to move into the middle of the circle as fast as possible. So I don't expect to see a challenge onto for Medical Vice, as well as I believe in normal, it is the academy team of STALWART Esports who dropped there. So they are following the same pattern as STALWART Esports to drop in Novo as well. So if the same sort of like theme or the same sort of pattern for their opponents to not bridge camp them, then both teams should survive.
Yeah, after Hale Esports fought with 7 Element, now I'm wondering where they're going to head on to. Hale Esports can actually take over the school, not unless if BIGETRON Red Villains get to that place first.
Well, the elimination feed is running with GE losing players to XERXIA, so that is something that's happening perhaps around the area of Rosal, because that's normally where GE lands. Okay, we got a visual right now. XERXIA, who else do they have to deal with? Okay, Mernat's on the other side, and Mernat's coming in, so XERXIA is recovering, but they should be okay. The rest of GE, they're circling around. Okay, they're coming on to XERXIA. XERXIA defending their compound. At the same time, knocking down West. So that is one down from GE and taken out.
Chopper just got picked up. Genesis Esports, of course, still trying to flush out XERXIA here. XERXIA, this is, I can say, a complicated situation because they're all together in just one spot, right? And one Molly or like one nade can actually put them all down. Ertz, oh man, he was able to...
Situation. But the current situation, Alter Ego is interested to take this house away.
Man, Alter Ego is interested. BIGETRON Red Villains is too. But you know what? Alter Egos might head onto another location, might drop this encounter, and might leave their fallen comrade behind. But BIGETRON Red Villains, they are already circling this compound right here and just thinking, okay, I think this is the best time to actually get some more elimination points for the team. And XERXIA, they're all in one spot, so they are kind of vulnerable. I don't even think that they have enough resources.
Well, look at this. BIGETRON Red Villains coming in, knocking down one member of XERXIA. And like what you said, because they defended against like 2-3 teams, so their utilities could be kind of low. Poison, one straightforward nade into the compound, but Poison counterfire upon it. Now XERXIA with Die Hard on the outside, countering BTR from a different angle, but now it's going to be Lapa and Die Hard. It's going to be a 1v1, but Lapa, the MVP of BIGETRON Red Villains, will not fail.
Okay, yeah, Lapar saved the day, but man, okay, 5 elimination points and you lost the rest of your team. That's still gonna hurt, you know. But yeah, 7-9. Okay, you guys are kind of late into action. Yes, you can get some resources out of those boxes. But we've got Manparan right here doing a massive spray up against Lapar. Lapar was able to exit his vehicle right there, so he is still alive. But you know what? Manparang says, I'm coming to get you.
Yeah, one last thing of help. Go for it. But looks like, oh, he's taken out. Okay, I think his other teammates from Sem9 eliminated him. So Mamparang arrived just to loot is like someone else's work, and he gets the reward. But anyway, credit to Mamparang, he did shoot as well.
Can't say it was a good move coming from BIGETRON Red Villains right there. Yeah, okay, 5 elimination points. Getting those elimination points is not always easy, so I guess okay. But if you're going to ask me, I don't really feel like exactly that was a good start for the team. So I'm pretty sure that they're gonna do quite an aggression in the next rounds to come. But we've got 11 teams remaining. Stage 2 here in ERANGEL. And I'm already looking at how many teams have been sent back to the... So there's BTR, there's Genesis, there's 7 Elements, XERXIA, and The Savior. The Savior was eliminated by GLU squad.
Yeah, there is a total of, let's see, 5 teams eliminated. Yeah, I know like on the right screen, like there's not more than one team, but I think because of the last minute inclusion of let's see, Astra Academy. So that's why they're not in the graphic. But they were playing, and I noticed them dropping into Noble. So they're somewhere around the map. It's just that we're waiting for the right. We're waiting for maybe when action happens onto them, then our cameraman will show us the vision of the team.
All right, here we go. Former Vibes just hanging around the Pochinki area. Probably will get into the southern part of the circle over here. T2K Esports, okay, same proximity with T2K. Or like with RQ, Doki received one heck of damage right there with that awesome nade coming from Nerpeco.
Oh yeah, nade from the Peiko landed on the Doki, but lucky enough for Doki, the damage wasn't enough to knock him down, so he's okay. He can reset on his own. For his other teammates, T2K heading their way into the circle, but they're going up against the current heavyweight RRQ, who is heading the same direction. But as of now, we can see RRQ heading the other way, taking the longer rotation. Looks like they are picking their fights, not wanting to take that early fight, since maybe there's still that many players from their view as a in-game player, so they don't find it worthwhile to fight as of now.
Yeah, everything is happening onto the northern side, but Boom Esports probably heard those gunshots and those nade explosion. I don't think RQ and T2K has a choice. I mean, this fight is inevitable because we still got 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock before the zone shifts again, and they are already pretty close with one another.
Yeah, speaking about closeness, right? We are, although it's stage 3 to stage 4, but the circle, because it's like divided, it's like 50-50 north and south, so you kind of like need to divide it by 50% playable land on each side. So a stage 3 might feel like a stage 5 as of now, with the amount of space that they have to play with.
Exactly, and there's this island again right there in the middle, so that's gonna be fun later on. But here we go, T2K Esports, RQ, they're having an exchange, but it's still long range. And I saw a glimpse of Alter Ego as well. But you know what? RQ is already moving away, and this time headed towards where former Vibes is. So Alter Ego Eras, are they going to be challenging up the rest of RQ?
Yeah, this is going to be interesting if they're going to go for it. Right now, we saw those long range, but no real big aggression yet. But maybe if I come from Boom Esports now, we can see them opening up the space against T2K. XMPL is currently on his knees, and Boom Esports, they're circling around, still finding the right moment, but Razy will be knocked down. There's a trade between the two. Achol will knock down Jane. Two more from T2K that's active. Turulov moving himself to the right side where Razy is at, but that also will give information to the rest of Boom that he's there, and they are coming in, and T2K went out to the hands of Boom.
Ooh, man, okay. Like I said, they're onto the northern side. We've got Boom Esports on their left, and then they got former Vibes on their right. So they tried to play it safe, but then again, another team, they've challenged them. So that was Boom Esports, and T2K has now been eliminated. But let's check out Alter Egos, okay? Fnatic has already been sent back to the lobby. Right now, Hail Esports, once again, find themselves in an altercation. Right now, it's up against Stalwart Esports, and Stalwart Esports, man, they are losing their members, and they are already on the losing side as well.
Oh, Stalwart Esports is in trouble. NC2 coming, and NC2 from the right will go in for a wraparound. Stalwart Esports immediately eliminated at number 10.
Okay, Hail Esports right now showing up. This is good. They've already put in 8 elimination points, 4th stage here in ERANGEL. So I do feel the energy that they want to rack up some more. But let's check out what is happening with 4 Miracle Vibes. Okay, no elimination points just yet, but they have their eyes set on the players of SEM9. And coming from the kill feed, it's Hexas and YOLO. And YOLO is the one that is on his knees.
Okay, here we go. The net from East. Knocking down Mapara. A-Back tosses the nade. For Medical Vibes has this advantage. Let's not forget that SEM9 has only 2 active players. And 4 Medical Vibes has a full squad. So this is a huge advantage to the Mongolian Titans.
Okay, here we go. I can hear the gunshots already. We've got Doc922, is this Doc924 Miracle Vibes? Okay, making a move as well. We've got a couple of players already knocked down, but you know what? Ooh, this will not stop Doc922 from coming in and charging up against Sem9.
Okay, here we go. Dog comes in, revives his teammate. There is still another player for Vertical Vibes active as well. We got Kenny here with the DBS. The last man for Sem9. He needs to win the fight. DBS gunplay, but he fails to win it against Dog, who took out Kenny, and Sem9 is out.
Okay, alright. So for Miracle Vibes, can't say they're too aggressive. They're not too passive either. Just really getting those points. And the good thing about it that they won the clash and they get to keep their 4 players as well, which is outstanding. Now, we still got 40 more seconds, again, before the next zone shift. And we'll be looking at the team's position probably in just a while. But just to give you guys an idea, we've got, okay, YOODO Alliance as well as GLU Squad Esports down south.
Okay, here we go. Nate tossed out by YOODO Alliance. They try to get the target. GLU Squad Esports on the other side, but it's going to be Iftar. Nate down by 2001. We got 3 more from YOODO Alliance. They need to find the members of GLU Squad Esports, but because they're on the other side of the building, they don't have a vision on where they are exactly.
Oh man, here we go. 2001 cooking up that nade.
Oh, this nade.
See if we can actually get. Yeah, he gets 2. He gets 2 of the players coming from YOODO Alliance. And Takedown also CMFxGSM looking to join into the mix as well. But Leo already on the ground.
Oh, 1 more to go from YOODO Alliance, and that's going to be how it look. He is in the building. Boomcat is trying to find where exactly he's at. Flex will be eliminated. Left with that 1 last player. And on top of that, the circle has shifted. So GLU Squad Esports, they want to finish this fast so that they can move up to the northern side.
7 elimination points for GLU Squad. So far, so good. YOODO Alliance once again has been eliminated out of the game, which brings us down to just 6 teams remaining here in our match number 1. But you know what? Hail Esports, they are doing so well. But we've got 4 Miracle Vibes, and this is not a good news for Hail because for Miracle Vibes, they have that advantage since they have the higher ground, and Hail Esports will have to run out in the open unless they have some vehicles to protect themselves.
Oh, yes. The vehicles will be crucial now. And besides protection, it is also for some of the teams to have that suitable vehicle to travel up north. You can see how difficult the choke points are at this moment. For Vertical Vibes, for example, will try to stop Hail Esports, who went into the water, and now Hail Esports will have one of the most difficult missions to escape and go up.
Man, that is indeed a difficult mission to win. I mean, you will be coming from the waters. Oh man, that would be crucial. But Baron, okay. Baron trying to make it work, but he has Alter Ego Errors on top of him. Baron very low in HP, goes on prone, was able to evade some of the bullets, but now he is popping off those smokes, of course, to conceal his position. Over to the right, man, players coming from RRQ.
Oh, Nate from Potato! Now putting pressure on the Vertical Vibes. Alter Ego has the higher ground advantage, but we got RRQ on the other side as well. But for Vertical Vibes, not looking good for them. They popped up the smoke, hoping to buy time so that they can reset. At the same time, GLU Squad Esports took down 1 member of Alter Ego. We got Alpha here. He knows exactly where Tiger is at. Tiger is now the swimming cat, but at the same time, Alpha scopes out Vertical Vibes. He will shoot, he will knock.
It's a rare occasion that you can see a swimming tiger, but you know what? For Miracle Vibes, Dog922 has been sent back to lobby by Alva of Alter Ego Errors, and now Alva going in for his 2nd kill under 4 MB, and that would be East922.
That is it. Number 6 for Vertical Vibes. We got our top 5 teams now. We're at stage 5. This round is going pretty fast, and partly it's also because of how tough the current circle is. Now, for RRQ, they will be coming to action very soon. They are rotating down to the river area, and Alter Ego will be their next target.
Alright, here we go. Teams are already getting closer. We've got Asa on your screen. If we're going to be checking out the elimination kills, it's already 3. They've managed to put up 3 under their belt. Nurpeko has the most number of kills so far. But RRQ, okay, they're getting ready to attack. But man, we are looking at least 3 squads. And they're looking to eliminate all of them.
Okay, here we go. Circle-wise, it went down. So at least other teams that are still in the water can somewhat still hold. A potato knocked out by Nurpeko. I can see right now. RRQ, they're in a position to fish as many eliminations as possible.
Tiger is still hiding. Not the best of spots, I can say. But Team RQ, okay, they are outside of the zone, but I don't think they're going to be letting this one go. 2001 trying to counter. Unfortunately, the angle is really not just working for him, and now he needs to recuperate from that damage. Asa was able to spot Alva coming from Alter Ego, and he has his sights on Tiger of Hale Esports.
Okay, Tiger is still swimming, but for how long can he hold his breath there? Probably not going to be long. Alter Ego will be the next team to be eliminated. Now, RRQ, they are starting to make their move. They sent one player up north to scout and to see where is the best next spot for them to park themselves. Nurpeko tries to secure the next elimination point, but can't get it just yet.
Final 4 teams, guys. CMFxGSM, RQ, GLU, and Hale. Ooh, it's a good thing that we have CMFxGSM over here. They have a chance to actually grab that winner chicken dinner. They already have 2 kills under their belt, and we've got Runked on your screen right here coming from GLU. 8 elimination points for the team, and just look at that. 2001 with 6 under his name. What a performance coming from this player.
Ooh, yeah, only by him? 6? Wow, okay, that must be one of the highest of all. And JU-Squad Esports, they are still a full squad, so they still stand a good chance, but they need to get out of the river. Rocket managed to make his way, shot back onto RRQ, allowing his other teammates to come up.
Alright, here we go. Everyone is quiet. 2001 pulls out his gun. Runked, on the other hand, is currently knocked down. Hale, Tiger is still alive, amazingly. And we've got a box fitting him the information, of course, because he is also in that water. Tiger goes in for the shot. 2001 now goes down. So there might be a chance that Hale Esports can continue racking up those points they need.
Okay, here we go. Long range scope by Well. Still tries to find the next target, but his other team is now down. I don't think he can save them though. So Hale Esports, lucky enough that they had Tiger who lasted the longest. Now he's here to pick up elimination points, making Hale Esports collected 10 points. But now Tiger needs to be careful because RRQ wants to eliminate him.
Yeah, not a bad performance at all. It's already a double-digit score for the eliminations alone. So Tiger continues on to do a massive spray, but then again, you know what? CMFxGSM RQ knows exactly where he will be coming from. There's also that one remaining player coming from GLU squad, so I don't think Hale Tiger would be able to escape that area right there as soon as the zone shifts again.
Yeah, let's see where the stone will go. Oh, the stone went down south. So the 2 members of JU-Squad Esports has it. Tiger does not. But up north, really, really quiet. Now is the time for them to get out of their compound. And the moment they do so, RRQ will be there.
All right, here we go. One of the players coming from GLU squad kept getting knocked down all the time, so they're really struggling at this point. I mean, they don't have that much space to work on, just to be fair, right? And here comes No Mercy with a merciless attack up against Tiger of Hale, and there you go, ladies and gents, a 4th in ranking. Hale Esports went out with a bang.
But at least they got 10 elimination points, so Hale Esports, not too bad this round.
Yes.
Now it's all about who will get this chicken dinner. CMFxGSM, potentially, since they have a full squad. But RRQ, they are on the roll since yesterday. If they can break this momentum here, maybe they will be the one. But now we start off with CMFxGSM, D46 tosses the nade onto GLU Squad Esports. Both teams actually squishing GLU Squad Esports. Well has nowhere to go.
All Alright, here we go. Rowdy with the shutdown, and Nerfako right here trying to finish up the rest of GLU squad, and they were able to do so, but they need to pick up Asa in this exchange. But you know what? CMFxGSM finds this one as their great opportunity to wipe out the entire Team RRQ. I mean, they have that slight advantage though, but we cannot see them pushing just yet. And it looks like D46 has the intention of looting that red crate.
Ooh, he still has a chance to loot. I mean, that is time bought by his other teammates as well. So that's teamwork by RRQ. Now, Nerfako expanding his nades onto Dictator from CMFxGSM. We haven't get to see much of him play, but now we do see Dictator. But we still have Rowdy, the Starman from CMFxGSM, the player that cannot be removed from the lineup.
Alright, here we go. GSM versus RRQ. This is a fair fight 4v4 situation. GSM now has the advantage of getting that winner chicken dinner, ladies and gentlemen. But Rowdy gets shut down! Oh man, this is now a shift in dynamics as well.
Oh yeah, Rowdy, the Starman. We talked about how important he is. They cannot lose him, but the fact now that he is down, there's going to be opportunity for Team RRQ to try to take the rest of CMFxGSM. Now we have a name from Hexas. Hexas knows that someone's on the left, someone's on the right as well. So they have enough information on where exactly CMFxGSM is at.
Yes, D46 was able to actually cross back to that rock over there, but Hexas, he knows the information and he keeps on throwing those nades and Molly up against D46.